What the fuck?
Hey everybody, welcome to What the Fact. This is episode 28, the podcast where
The podcast.
Did I sound like Mario?
Mozzarella. Yeah, you definitely sounded like a pepperoni.
A pepperoni. The podcast where we ask questions and answer them. That's all.
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni.
A cheese stick.
I would have liked some of that right now.
It's a copa.
I love Copa. Don't joke.
We need to eat some meat together again soon.
We need to eat meat together soon.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
It's a
sounds like
group
a
activity.
Valentine's Day activity
Mm.
for me alone.
And me alone. And our respective
pepperoni.
I promise we're not
Respective
all drunk
apartments.
right now.
It's been a real long day, y'all.
It has been. And Friday is Valentine's Day, which we're recording a little bit early. So this will come out post Valentine's Day. But listen, we're just so excited for it. And I'm so excited to get so many bouquets of flowers and heart-shaped
chocolate boxes.
Cut off
boxes.
fingers,
cut off fingers.
parts of ears.
Not
Let's
that.
get narcos
What's
up
in the
here.
box?
We forgot to introduce ourselves.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
Patricia.
I'm Ashley.
Stephanie.
Is here.
Hey.
Yeah, so sorry, I mixed it up a little bit with a little bit of Italiano.
And a little bit of pepperoni.
Pepperoni, the podcast.
The podcast where we talk about sausages.
Oh, that's like
Sometimes
delicious
we
dish.
do, though. Sometimes we do.
Do you remember Delicious Dish
It sounds
from Saturday Night Live?
Yes. Sweaty balls.
She's like sweaty balls. Those
Oh.
balls were just so delicious, weren't they?
I always think about the skit of the taco pizza, where it's just like everything you want. All of a sudden, it's just like your wings and your pizza, whatever,
Oh,
and then
that's
it's rolled up
gross.
into a taco, and it's just like everything.
So I saw a commercial for Papa John's that has the pizza that basically just folds it in half and it becomes a sandwich at that point.
Isn't that just like a lazy calzone?
It's a calzone,
Yes.
but they renamed it to be something worse.
What is it? I just saw the commercial. I thought it was ridiculous because they just
Pizzole
basically
or something?
fold the pizza in half and it's a sandwich.
Pozzole? So like to be confused with pozzole, which is like actually a soup in
Pozzole.
Pozzole? That's what it's called?
Just kidding. I don't know.
Are you ethnicizing this? I'm so confused.
No, you're just looking at me so mean right now, and I'm nervous.
Mean
I know,
Morgan.
this is my just exhausted face.
Oh,
I
Just your
can't move.
face.
I can't move.
I'm gonna close
nose
my
up.
right eye so I don't have to see it.
Don't worry, my eye can go around.
Oh no!
And I can exorcism. Exorcism. Sorry, y'all.
It's okay. You get it out. Get it
Just
out,
trying
girl.
to think about what other foods are awkward foods to talk about.
Awkward foods like
Yeah.
wieners.
Yes.
You mean like cocktail wieners?
Cocktail
just
Those
wieners?
are delicious.
Or just
Pigs
wieners in
a
general?
blanket.
Things shaped in phallic ways are awkward.
Yeah, like I think I've told you guys before, but I haven't mentioned it on the podcast. But I eat pickles, like a whole pickle, in a very seductive way, and I can't help it. I just love them that way.
She
You
sucks
scrape the
out.
top.
She scrapes them with her teeth, or she sucks out the seeds.
I
Like,
love sucking out the seeds. I do. And when I was in junior high one time, one of my friends was like, maybe you should not eat these in public. And I've learned my lesson.
She has though, because she's done it at work, and people are like,
No, I did not do this
Ooh.
sexual thing at work. Instead, I like
How is it not sexual?
I don't have a whole pickle at work, but I have like the
So
spears.
is it less sexual because it's a smaller piece of the pickle?
No, it's just a spear. But on the spear, I will eat the seeds off of it.
I
'cause
think
like
you're
the
just
seeds.
making men who are mildly smaller and inadequate feel better.
My whole goal in life is just turn every man on in existence. So
Done
That'd be
and
a horrible
done.
superpower because men are already disgusting. Like with catcalling, can you imagine if your superpower was to turn them on immediately? That'd be
Can
terrible.
it be to turn them on but also reject?
my
Quite
face
quickly.
is just in a big smile right now. I'd be all over that.
Oh my gosh! But this is not indiscriminate. This is to every man out there. So imagine catcalling times 150%.
This is like my life as is. I'm just kidding.
It
Oh,
kind
well,
of
none
is,
of us
though.
can be that great.
Yeah.
So.
Not all of us are that hot, girl.
I can't help it, you know. Look at this.
I mean, but as you're rubbing your chest, yeah, you're fucking hot.
Why did you put my
Stop
hand on
it.
your chest?
Oh, I thought that was mine. My bad. Anyway, everybody, welcome to episode 28. I'm real excited because we're nearing 30, which is a big deal.
30.
Ooh.
Let's get dirty.
Oh, wait.
Ooh, that should be the theme for episode
Dirty 30.
Dirty 30 should be the
But
theme.
think about this as well. Oh no, I can't do math. Never mind.
In 2 weeks, we'll have a very dirty episode.
I just, for some
Ooh.
reason, thought that like I thought the year was made up of 56 weeks, and I was like, this is half of the
How
year.
did you
It's
choose
not.
56 out
I
of
don't know.
52?
I just-
This is a very specific number. I could understand 50 or 60, but to be like 57 and a half
I did not say 57 and a half,
with a fancy voice.
but I would like some Grey Poupon, please.
Or pamplemousse.
Oh my
But
god.
none of that fucking coconut LaCroix,
So
y'all.
today we were all in a meeting, and there's somebody sitting in front of me who had a pamplemousse LaCroix on the floor, and I was trying to like mouth it to Ashley, like, look in front of you, there's pamplemousse LaCroix, let's judge him together. But instead she was giving me the dirtiest looks, like, what the fuck are you saying?
Well, because we were having our first big meeting at work with someone new, and I was like, what? I thought you were trying to say, she has the boots. And I was like, what boots are you talking about?
I
And
do
then-
want those boots.
Well, and then I-
and not pamplemousse LaCroix.
Oh
You
my
cannot read my
gosh.
lips for pamplemousse.
Pamplemousse.
It was just
Ugh.
real embarrassing, because I was like, I think people were looking at me too. I was like, just look at the damn floor.
I
at the
also have
pamplemousse.
terrible hearing and clearly not very good lip reading. So,
Like, we probably don't have experience reading pamplemousse from each other's lips.
yeah.
Pamplemousse.
Okay.
No whispering.
Oh yeah, no,
It doesn't
sorry.
catch well.
I've told Stephanie in the past not to whisper anymore,
I
and I
whisper
just
too
did.
often, and so I've been
Oh my-
told not to.
I just got an idea for what maybe you can cut this out in case it's a good idea.
In case.
We should do a part of the show where it's a segment where I say different words and you guess what I'm mouthing.
Oh my god, that'd be so
Yeah.
fun.
done.
Ooh. Okay, maybe cut that out so that no one else copies that.
Who's gonna copy that?
All of our freaking listeners and competitors, I see you.
We see you.
I see you, Mark Marone. Actually, he has a podcast that's also
Who's
called
Mark
Yeah,
Marone?
he's
WT.
great.
What the fuck is his podcast? I'm
Really?
like, why are you trying to compete with
He's
us?
also like the star and director of Glow, right? Mark
Oh.
Maron?
Oh, is it Mark Maron? I don't
Yeah.
know. Sure.
He's
yes,
very
maybe.
talented.
He looks like
done a
he's
lot
from
of things.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's always a little dirty, but somehow you're like kind of attracted to it.
Yes, he actually is.
Yeah.
He definitely has that like dirty intellectual look vibe. He-
What's a dirty intellectual?
he's a
look
hipster
like?
from Brooklyn who has
He's
like
got a good
some
face.
He has some like
He's scruffy.
He's scruffy. He has glasses.
Oh.
He definitely is wearing like a button down, but it's like maybe plaid or a chambray.
What?
you know-
What now?
Chambray is like jean
It's
shirt.
like a jean shirt.
half of a Canadian tuxedo.
He's definitely knows what's going on, and I'm sure he always knows what's the half.
He knows his face is getting him away with everything because he
Yeah.
has a good face and he's like, I don't know, 5'7", 5'8". So
Is he that?
yeah, I don't think
Really?
he's super tall.
That's
Oh.
perfect for me though, because I'm 5'5.5".
Oh well, fuck you.
I've listened.
5'11", and short men are mad at me.
Well, I've dated a guy who was like 6'4" before, and he used to get mad because he had to bend over to kiss me. And then the next girl he dated, he's like, "She's taller than you," and I go, "Okay, sorry."
I mean,
Cool, thanks for that info.
yeah.
Can I say 5'7" Asian woman here? So I'm a giant amongst Asians. Okay, I'm like the Godzilla version of some of the people that we work
The
with.
Jolly Green Giant.
Yeah, seriously. And then like the average, I think Asian woman's height in America is 5'2".
Oh boy.
The average, I think, woman's height in America is 5'4".
It's
Yeah.
5'5".
So I'm.
No,
Is
yeah,
it 5'5"
yeah,
now?
sorry.
So I'm just like a giant in general
Oh my god, you guys! I
compared
feel so
to
small.
multiple populations. You're essentially my child.
Mom.
Mwah, mwah.
Please put me on formula.
Please never put that on the air.
No
Keep
one-
all of it.
Well, actually, let's segue into the first question, which is mine.
Mm.
And it kind of goes along what Ashley was just talking about. So, my first question for you guys is, what dirty words always make you giggle? Just tell me. What do
Yeah.
you want to
I
say?
don't like the word nipple. I'm much more okay with areola than nipple. I don't know if
What?
that's a dirty word, but it's words that make me feel uncomfortable.
But did not make you giggle? Like if I said nipple, nipple, nipple,
There's
you would
not
laugh?
many things that will make me laugh as a dirty word. They'll make me more uncomfortable than laugh.
Oh, I laugh
will
at
laugh
everything.
at things.
I'm like a
Really?
12-year-old
Like
boy.
what else? What else, Steph, would make you uncomfortable?
Boner.
Or I mean,
I
boner?
love-
It's so
that's
funny.
my number one.
It's so funny.
Boner makes me laugh so
Really?
hard.
It's so funny.
I don't hell?
And chub.
Chub?
Chub? Like a half chub?
A half chub? What's
I think anything
What
to do
is
with a
that?
penis.
Full boner.
That's what a half chub is? I didn't know what that meant. A half chub? That
It's a
sounds
partial-
terrible.
it's a
that
partial
sounds like a
boner.
half-cooked hot dog on a
Exactly.
soggy bread.
Yes.
Gross.
But
Correct.
boner is probably my one that makes me laugh the most.
Boner?
Also, this is not a dirty word, but it makes me think of a dirty word every time I hear it. Peanuts. Like the nut
it's
peanuts.
so close.
Because I, in my head, just think penis every
it's so
time.
close.
So anybody ever says peanuts, I just laugh internally. I can't help it. But boner is great.
Boner is the
Boner?
best one, yeah.
If there was another word, sorry, I'm going on a tangent.
Do
If
it.
there was
Go
another word for boner, what would another word or sound be for boner? Because boner,
Like a made-up word?
yeah, it could be
Oh,
a made up
made-up
word,
Or a word that already exists that doesn't already apply to
like
it.
What's that?
What was that? That
was
was a
quickly-
bird of prey.
It would be retired quickly.
that is the penis of a dragon getting a boner.
I don't
Am
want
I
to be
right?
anywhere near that.
Me neither.
Actually, you know what's really scary?
Huh.
When ducks mate.
Okay.
Duck
Ho-
erection is scary.
Because they're
That's
corkscrew,
gross.
huh?
Yeah, and it attacks you like a spear. Like Poseidon's like metal triton is about to like
Trident?
stab you.
Can I go back a second to what you said about dragon boners?
You can
You sure
always go back
can.
to dragon
Okay.
boners.
There is a website that sells dragon dildos.
I don't know what that means. I'm very confused.
And those
Wait,
like
please
super
explain.
Game of Thrones fans that are like,
I don't know.
Wait.
I saw this
Where
site
are the
before.
wings?
No,
Are these other things to
At the
help
end?
you get there? What I'm not understanding.
Ooh,
No, they're
or
just-
at both sides, and then it can get at the. Okay,
But they're the wing. Okay, let's talk about the anatomy of a
not
dragon.
not
No, no,
horizontal
no.
but vertical.
can I tell you what they are? Real quick?
Yes, please.
So it's just basically dildos that look like they could come from a dragon. Like they look like they're penises from a dragon, like a dragon boner.
I don't know. I don't know what that means. Does that? I'm.
So you've
you
seen
clearly
dragons.
looked at this.
Like someone said this to me one time as a
I'm
joke.
sure person
I-
on her.
as a joke, I
Yeah,
got
as a
this
joke-
thing once.
As a joke on my incognito
It was-
browser
it
next
was-
to
it was
John
a
Hamm,
joke,
I was
y'all.
looking at dragon dildos.
As somebody who does not own a sex toy, why would I be looking at those sites on my own?
Exactly.
All right.
So you've seen what a dragon looks like on Game of Thrones or whatever.
Yes.
Just imagine like what his penis would look like. That's what these dildos look like.
So is it massively large?
I mean, some of them are.
It's just the size
not-
of your apartment.
Not all dragons.
Actually, her bed converts
Oh,
into one
Jesus
large
Christ.
dragon boner.
Okay, you found me out. Don't
Wait.
look under the covers.
So it's not actually a dragon, it is just, are there wings on it?
Why would there be wings? Are there arms on
I
a
don't-
human?
But that's
No,
a
no,
clarifying
no.
question
Yeah.
of like there are things that you can get that are dildos of X, Y, and Z, but they're all the same. They're all just a big dick.
Yeah, but
so
these are
like,
just, like-
what is it?
They may have like scales on them, or they
oh
may have like,
God!
Well, I don't know.
wait.
I haven't seen those
Hold
guys.
on.
I
Game
haven't seen this
changer.
site in a long time.
Hold
Stephanie's
on.
excited.
No, because you think about like certain condoms and the things they had the
textures.
The
ribbed
textures, the taste.
effects. Yeah.
Don't look at me. They're looking at me like I'm the crazy one. Don't act like that, Stephanie. Little Stephanie with her little drawer
I'm
of
so
sex toys.
innocent.
Oh, pity me, I wear my pantaloons.
I am wearing. No, I'm not wearing pantaloons today. I wore them yesterday. They're pretty great.
But just so you know, if you ever get interested, I can probably find that site for you again, and you can look at dragon dildos.
So
So reach out at.
Yeah, net. Patricia gets a 25% family and friends discount for dragon dildos.
And it's because I'm a repeat customer, not
Again, please email us at hello@wtfaqpodcast.com for your dragon dildos.
Oh my God, no! I'm not sharing.
Please do.
I've never said that word so much. It's making me blush.
Dildos?
Yes.
Dildo.
Oh.
Dildo.
Is that a dirty word?
Dildo doesn't like make me giggle like boner does.
Question: how many men do you think men have a lot of toys themselves? Maybe not,
Not so
because they just
much.
have themselves.
There's like the fleshlight.
Or the
egg?
inflatable dolls.
There's an egg.
Yeah, didn't you read Aziz Ansari's autobiography? It
Is
was
this
part
the
of it.
modern love one?
Yes, when he went to Japan, apparently there's this thing called the egg, and it is a sex toy for men.
You put it in your ass.
No.
No, you put it yourself, your front half into it.
Into
Oh.
it.
And it's supposed to
So it's like a
text-
fleshlight.
So it's a fleshlight, but
Okay.
in a different shape.
I've never heard of that.
You've never heard of a
Flashlight?
flashlight? Think of a
No.
flashlight, like the old school flashlights.
I didn't know people did
But you
that.
it looks like a flashlight, so you can keep it like on your shelf. I guess you can unscrew the top though, and it's like a vag inside. And you go.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's
Wait,
the
can you do
technical
that?
term.
Can you please do that scientific sound again?
I can only do it like once every 20 minutes. I have to like give myself some time to relax.
Oh, the
first.
refractory period. Yes, correct.
She's
That
like,
is the technical term.
I can't believe that. Is this a very common?
I would say most men
Stephanie,
probably.
please stop masturbating.
I have a much shorter refractory period.
Is it just like
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
I would say
So
my,
sad.
my projection is of men who are 18 plus. I would say like 75% know what a fleshlight is.
Yeah, 100%.
I've never learned this until now. My reality is broken. I am broken,
Broken?
as a human.
We'll look them up later on incognito browser for you.
You already have it up. Let's be real. It's right next to your dragon dildos.
It's right there. It's right there, ready and waiting, like the fleshlight.
I've got a built-in fleshlight.
Oh my goodness. You know how do you think men clean these things? How do they properly handle the
Not
hygiene?
probably as well as they should.
I mean, that sounds difficult. Is it?
That
you know
sounds
what?
gross.
Okay, how about this? Idea time. Insert
Ins-
noise.
Insert idea music here. What great music.
Excellent music. Good choices.
Still dancing.
Good dance music.
It's
What if
like
they
huge.
created a It's called a fleshlight.
It's
Fleshlight.
Fleshlight that is dishwasher usable. So
I think that
I think they already are.
Damn
I'm
Really?
sorry to ruin
Okay,
your
that's
moment.
really gross. That's also really gross though too. What if it was self-cleaning? Then you don't even like you
like
just
a real vagina.
like a
like a
Oh.
self-cleaning oven,
like a
the
self-cleaning
vagina.
oven. Yeah, self-cleaning vagina.
That's what they
That's
are.
what they. The vagina self-cleans
That's true.
itself.
The self-cleaning vagina.
Mine's self-cleaning right now.
Oh.
It's on the
Insert
rinse
vacuum
cycle.
sound.
It's on pots and pans mode.
Insert cleaning sound.
That feels so good. My dog is even agreeing.
She's self-cleaning now too. Anyways,
Anyway,
okay,
Mom.
not a great idea. I thought I was a genius, but you know, it's only because I've never heard of this idea before. Give me time.
The
Give me
problem
time.
is that when it comes to masturbatory like
masturbatory.
things,
What a word.
masturbatory. Yeah,
Is that
things
a
you
term? Is
masturbate
that-
to? Yes,
Okay.
masturbatory toys. They've already thought of everything, just like they thought of porn. Like they knew that
I mean-
Blu-rays would outdo DVD, like whatever it was.
I mean-
like it's already been thought of.
Porn industry is always first to technology.
Always.
VR definitely was started with porn first.
Uh-huh.
100%.
Can I tell
Oh,
you a
yeah.
funny story about that?
Yes.
So when I worked in the video game industry, we used to go to E3 each year, which is like a big video game convention. And one year we went, there's always this like row of like indie or smaller peripheral video game stuff. One year there was a VR porn booth,
Yeah.
and there was a line for people to try it out, but they were all guys. And
Yeah.
my thought was like, if I were a guy, I would feel so embarrassed. I'd walk away popping a boner.
Okay,
Oh
I'm
my
gonna say something
goodness.
very like obvious, and I don't want to do the like okay, listen away, but whatever it is, like he already knows. That is actually a very big problem in the porn industry. Is there's not a lot of female point of view.
I can create some.
It's like there's so much male point of view, and that's all VR is because they just assume that it's all the male point of view. No, women watch porn
Listen,
and they care.
I own 2 VR headsets.
Could you imagine if it was the
one for
female
your
point
dragon
of view?
parts, one for your eye parts, a little bit of column A, little
No,
bit of
so it's
column
literally
B.
as if it's your like your eyes looking up and down whatever
Right.
you're doing, and that's what it should be. And there hasn't been much of a market for that, and I
No,
don't know
hold on.
why.
This is going to be embarrassing to tell you guys.
No, it's not.
But let me
Yes.
tell you something about this.
Literally, I just
that
said
is
things.
frustrating. Okay. So, in virtual reality porn, from the women's point of view, because it does exist, I would assume.
You don't have to lie to me, girl.
Okay, so here's the problem with that. When you look at a video in your VR headset, you have to be kind of standing upright or being upright with your upper half of the body, and women tend to do better in a horizontal position.
Why do you have to
in
be
this
standing
activity.
up?
But-
Because it locks into the position of you're looking forward there, and the point of view is recorded from you kind of in that upright position. The problem is for guys, or the good thing for guys is they can like pretty much do their thing in any position, horizontal, vertical,
Why can't it
diagonal,
be that way
in a
for
bus.
women?
But like the women's point of view porn, I would imagine, is not filmed correctly.
Of course
And
it
it's
isn't,
not
because
easy to
they
look
just
at.
assume that we just lay there.
But
Yeah.
if you lay there with your headset on, you look at the ceiling. It doesn't work. The
I
way it does for
disagree.
guys.
If you've actually
No.
like looked at male point of view porn,
Yeah.
you can see it's them lying there.
Yeah, but for guys, it's a lot easier to get like your point of view to look at it while you got your headset on. It is. This is my
the same point of view.
slightly, but the way that women. Okay, anyway,
It can go any which way, and I think you should.
I know
be
it
able to
should go any which way.
choose.
I agree, it should go, but the way it currently exists is it's better for an upright position.
Okay, so we need to create
We
this
need to do it
company,
better.
and we need to be better in the porn industry for point of view. I'm just saying, there's a big market for women point of view, and it hasn't really shown up yet.
Agreed. And what it does
Would
exist
you want to
sucks.
work in this industry? Would
I
you
think I would,
actually?
and yes,
I
absolutely.
don't think I would.
I would,
would.
but people have to be okay with what I can offer to them.
I mean, I would. I wouldn't want to be the one filming it. I wouldn't want to be the one like actually with the headset on, being like, "Oh, this is the viewpoint." No.
Stephanie's corner.
Stephanie's corner.
That
Oh boy. No, I think it is important. I've been very upfront where sexuality is very important, and it should be okay to be expressed by both points of views, and it's annoying that it's only in the male version.
Okay, you know, it'd be really funny
What?
if there was a parody version made of this, where it's like the dog's point of view when you guys are like having
my
sex, and
Is
it's
that
like
normal porn?
and the dog's just like, no, stop attacking my owner.
It's like him nosing.
It's like the most meta, fucked up porn.
But that's like normal porn though, because you're watching it from the third point of view.
So you are the dog.
At every
Unless
porn.
it's point of view, in which case you are in the first person.
First person, but otherwise you are the dog in porn.
That's,
Kind of,
that's
yeah.
a
No,
weird
I see what you're getting at.
conversation.
It actually
Boner.
does make sense.
Yeah,
That
Okay,
does make
wait.
sense,
What
absolutely.
other words aside from boner?
I don't know. We did get way off track with that.
Oh, yeah,
sorry.
sorry.
Oh no! Why are you apologizing to me? I just wanted to know what other words, because I don't like laugh at certain words. It just like make me uncomfortable.
So we've talked in the past that I hate the word tits,
Yeah, you do.
but the word pits makes me laugh really hard.
pits.
Pits.
hits, but not tits. Okay.
Pits. I don't know why.
What about you, Steph?
What makes me laugh?
Yeah.
Well, boner,
Boner.
obviously makes me laugh. Other words
Chub.
I use in various other forms. Like, I know nobody loves the term pussy, but I think that's a very funny term. I think it's hilarious.
You laugh really hard when you hear that. I can't say it.
I know you can.
I
In
can't.
certain terms, I know nobody. I won't say it to be super controversial, but the C word.
I
In
I
the
think it
same
can be pretty
relation.
funny. Actually,
I think it's hilarious.
Like when the British say it.
that's
That's a very
British say
specific
it?
thing.
What?
Yeah, because
They-
they're like,
they
you
say
cheeky,
fanny
you're
a
like, you
lot.
cheeky little cunt.
They
say
say
that.
okay. Thank you for saying it. I think cunt is hilarious.
They do, and they say that all
I
the
think
time.
it's pretty funny actually.
And I love it when the British people come over and they're like, "You're a cheeky little cunt, aren't you?" And you're like, "Ah!"
No, I think it's
actually you're right.
absolutely
That
hilarious.
is one word that I think is pretty funny.
Cunt is hilarious.
Why is it? Why are people so turned off by it?
Because they just associate it with something so demeaning and so bad, but it's like it's not. It's just like
it's the
a
intent of how you
harsher.
say it.
Yeah, exactly. It's the harsher term of what you have. So like I don't think that's a bad thing. Like go ahead and call me a cunt. That just means I'm like a mean woman, I guess. Like I don't care.
Fair.
Aisha Tyler has these T-shirts that are like a silhouette of a woman, and then it says plus and bone for like lady boner, and I love that phrase, lady boner.
Lady boner's a pretty good one.
I love it. I'm like,
That's
I'm a
also
lady
But
boner.
legit.
you know what's funny though? How like people define lady boner? Like, have you seen those like different what is it? There are these funny napkins when I've gone to like little parties, and it's like lady boners, or like when men are like putting stuff away, and it's like lady boner.
Oh, I hate that stuff though.
I think it's ridiculous, but it's so true. It's like things that like if you're doing nice stuff, it's not just about like the physical part, right?
Yeah.
True.
It's like the thoughtfulness. It's like we talked about when we were younger. I was just watching some show. I'm forgetting it, but basically when you like get a CD burned, like when you're in high school, that's like basically like a high school engagement, right?
Mhm.
Like major lady boner. in high school.
Oh my
Lady
God.
boner. One of my favorite gifts I've ever given to my brother and my brother-in-law was actually from Jonathan Adler, and it was coasters that half of them said cock and half of them said tail. So it was like cocktail, but it was just like cock and tail. And I was like, I couldn't think of a more appropriate thing to bring to my brothers.
That's
That's
great.
awesome.
It was so perfect. And like in conjunction, sure, cock or tail is hilarious.
Cock is funny to me,
Cocktail,
too.
not that funny.
What about
But,
tail
like-
cock? Ew.
Whoa!
Ugh.
It's confusing.
No, I think
It's
cock is a funny
confusing
word
and
too.
cock
intriguing.
is hilarious.
Yeah, cock ring also makes me laugh.
That's
So-
because the idea of it's
Yes.
crazy.
That
I-
is super crazy.
When I imagine cock ring, now I think of like an engagement ring on a penis.
Girl,
Pretty
you're
much.
getting some sort of different type of ring.
Pretty
Ring.
much.
Well,
Anyway.
wait, can I ask you a question? Cock ring, is that different than a Prince Albert?
Yeah, one's a
Yes.
piercing and one's a ring.
Oh, so literally
Like
one
the-
is
the
a
whole
ring.
thing
I
around
always,
versus
I always
the, like,
confused the
piercing
two
at the
because I
bottom.
thought that they were similar.
I have a question. Like, what does a cock ring do for a man?
For a man, probably not much. I think it's
No,
more
why do
for
they
the
wear-
ladies.
It's for women.
Yeah.
I think
They
it's
wear it
for
all the
a
way up,
woman.
right?
What? Wait, what?
What? I don't know. Maybe
Oh,
I'm wrong
girl.
about cock rings.
I
Oh,
think it is.
girl.
It's sort of like tongue rings, right? Isn't it more for the other person?
Yeah.
It's like this. Like, imagine my finger with this ring on it is a penis. Never mind.
Okay,
I don't
so
want
I
to.
don't
after
want
it
to
goes-
envision your penis fingers.
There's something. There should be something on the other end that can kind of hit the top end. That can kind of hit other
Oh.
sensory points.
I like that.
That's what a cock ring is supposed to do. Oh, girl. Okay, we should go to like good
I've
vibration,
never-
shouldn't we?
I've never seen Patricia's face look so light and happy
Oh,
and full
oh,
of
you
joy for the
have.
future.
You
Not,
heard-
I've never seen. I'm not like that. There's so much joy from the cock ring potential.
Oh my god.
My
I'm
love,
done.
I will take you
No,
to
I'm
a
so
sex
nervous.
store.
I'm
we
so
have
nervous.
to do that. Maybe we do that before our thing on Saturday.
Maybe.
I'm so nervous.
Don't be
Why?
nervous.
Again, this is not an experience where we test
I
them
have
on
a,
one
I have a
another.
scam
okay?
frequent
I
flyer
know this.
This is
situation.
legitimately a establishment to purchase, not for usage.
Oh my
At
gosh.
the
Also,
I
store.
know.
don't be so nervous about.
Wait,
like,
what is there to be nervous about? What is there
sexuality.
to be nervous about?
There's a
Is
lot
it-
to be
Is
nervous
it that
about.
you are excited to see what's there,
Or is
are
it
you
because
nervous?
Mel K is going to judge you? Because he won't.
No. Moving on.
I feel like Patricia would go there and just have a whole basket of the largest ones possible.
She's going to
No.
go without us.
Yeah, she
and,
is.
and have
My
everything.
No.
hole is not that big.
We're gonna find out she actually has a monthly membership subscription to the store. That's what she's embarrassed about.
God.
It's it.
Shit.
what it is.
We've
She's like,
cracked
I'm a
it.
super member. That's why I know about the dragon dildos. We've come full circle.
Damn it.
Full circle.
It's not that it was in her incognito. It was in her email of the new monthly like launch of the dragon dildos.
That's what it is, clearly.
No.
Case solved, Sherlock.
Oh, Watson. Thank goodness. Finally.
Well, let's move on now to question number 2.
That's me.
Stephanie.
I'm question the second. Okay.
Question
so,
2.
question the second.
All right, Sherlock
so,
Holmes.
because of the time of year and there's been a lot of cactuses. Yeah,
Mm.
we'll all laugh with that noise.
Cock
We're
ringuses.
all like kind of, mildly, or if we're not, we should be paying attention to what's been going on in the political climate. And so my question to you is, what would your presidential campaign and slogan be? I can go first if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want me to go first?
Yep.
So, okay. So I'm not going to get overly political, but I am very liberal. That being said, I've been on the campaign of everybody sucks.
Mm-hmm.
So my slogan in and of itself would be people suck. And that I'm highly impressionable to like Sarah McLachlan songs over like sad
Oh my
dog
God,
videos.
no.
And I don't give a fuck about most people, but I care immensely about all animals. So that would be my slogan. It'd be like, yeah, people suck. People always suck, but animals are cool. So let's deal with that. And then my overall slogan would be people fucking suck.
That's pretty cool. I like that. I would support that, I think. I mean, I don't really know your platform.
My platform is I know what is my platform, right? Pretty much that is, wherever we could take shit out to help with the animals. That's pretty much be my platform. I'm not gonna win this. I don't plan to. I hope to God I never do.
You like the guy that's like, the rent is too damn high.
I know the one like position I care about is just like animals don't deserve this. That's all I got for me.
That's
That would
okay.
be my entire platform.
That's
and slogan.
okay. Okay, so mine is thinking about like how I've heard a lot on the news, like men are not going to vote for a woman for president. Like we hear that a lot, you know. So I want to have something that appeals to men while also like supporting women, femininity, power, whatever,
Flashlight?
right? So no, I think so. I'd be like my phrase would be Bilka better than a boner.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Can I
Right?
Damn,
be
you
the
need to get
BP
that
on your ticket?
Yeah.
Can you please throat tattoo that? Because that's damn good.
Better than a boner?
Better than a boner. Or maybe it goes down towards your cleavage. That's hot.
Oh, yeah.
If it said better than a boner on my chest, are you kidding me?
I mean, that's tantalizing.
I will make you a necklace that goes down towards your cleavage that says better than a bow.
Or
I'll wear that.
does the necklace go all the way down to the dragon?
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Is that the female version
That's
of
what
the
I
dragon?
call it because when it's a beast down there.
It's a
It
dragon
sure is.
fleshlight.
Damn it.
Oh my god. What's happening to us today? All right, what's yours, Ashley?
Oh man, there are a couple. I would say maybe my platform is some people deserve to be spanked.
We are taking this such a different level and place than
But
I
what
thought.
do you do with the people who deserve to be spanked but
Some
like
spanks
it?
are good and some
Yeah,
spanks
exactly.
are bad.
That's,
So
that's what our
how do you
Uber
punish
driver said.
those that like it?
Wait, hold on.
Wait.
Can I say this real quick?
Yes.
We had an Uber driver on the way over here today
Oh
who was
my
talking about people
gosh.
getting slapped and some people liking it. And I was like, what the heck is this guy talking about?
He was also talking with extreme concert voice
oh my God.
in
and
the
whistling.
car.
Whistling
The
with concert
whistling
voice.
was far worse than the talking, which is why I
It had
had
a good
him
vibrato.
talking.
Oh my God. Yeah, if we stopped talking to him, he would start whistling
Which-
so loud.
Which was way worse, so I got him talking because I could not handle the loudness of the
But
whistling.
he was also yelling at us in the car.
I don't know why he was yelling.
Oh my
We
God.
weren't at a concert.
But they also talked about like slapping people and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, I keep going. Sorry. Back to your
No,
discussion.
because I think that there's been a lot like during my honeymoon I realized, wow,
Spanking?
in other countries, people aren't just shitting everywhere in the street. People
What?
aren't just being crazy and shooting up. And I was like, there's been a loss of like pride and like, to be honest, like to be fair, like respect to other people and like all of and there's no, because there's no idea of fear, people are doing whatever the fuck they want to do, and I don't think that's right. So that's why I'm like, like iron fist down, like
I'm all about the iron fist down, but what do you do for those who like it?
who like the spanking, who are also
It sounds like they
menace
just
to
need to
society.
be talked down to.
They might like that too, though.
Oh, shit.
I think
No,
you just
you
put them in
gotta-
a holding cell and you do nothing.
and let
with
them
them.
watch other people get spanked.
Yes, and they're like, no, I want to be
They
spanked.
rub their behind against the
Spanked.
bars. They're like, just go ahead and do it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I sounded
No,
like a crazy woman there.
I mean, no, let's be real. That would never actually be my like presidential like slogan like
oh, that's too
some
bad.
people need to get spanked. Yeah, I think in society there needs to be respect of other people, and that's been forgotten. And I think that's been forgotten because there's no fear of ramifications of your actions. So
Ramming.
Well, I mean,
applications.
this kind of goes back to a little bit of what our Uber driver was trying to allude to, I think, of like, there is people who come in, and then, okay, I'm gonna tie this back into a lot of shit right now. The Oscars, for example, and Parasite winning everything, and
Mhm.
people not really understanding what Parasite means. They think it's a class disassociation, but it could also be because you're born into something that you could just rise up quicker than those who have the intelligence. So I think that might have been a little bit what he was going for, and that your whole theory is like, if you have the intelligence and you can get it done, great. If you can't, you deserve to be punished for thinking you could, and for having an influence on something that you shouldn't have influence over anything of.
So what does that mean for your campaign slogan then? What would
do
it
you
be?
mean?
Get spanked.
Get spanked. My campaign slogan would just be, well, it's sort of like how I manage teams, right? Like I always
Get
think,
spanked?
No. Well, for some good teams.
I mean,
No, but I mean, and Stephanie, you know this, but it's like mine is always like stay hungry, like be humble, and don't be an asshole. And like that's basically how I am
humility is one of the biggest points of I don't know what the right word is, but like people have a very differentiating point of humility.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people who are actually humble will rise up with the respect that they deserve versus people who are not rise up because they feel they deserve it.
Yeah.
And it's a big contrast and a big problem. And so I'm all for that platform of you don't rise up because you feel you should, but because you actually deserve it.
Well, exactly. And it's like, I feel like when I've ever had managers who sort of run with a similar mantra, I can really respect them, not in a self-fulfilling way, but in a way that like, you don't need to say you're the boss when you're the boss.
Yes.
And it's because you gain that respect, and it's from like those values that I hold.
It's the differentiating factor of a leader versus a boss,
yes,
right?
correct.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's my slogan.
How
Ashley,
about, like, hooray?
30-35.
30-35.
That's the year that I'm going to become
Not the boss, but a
I'm going
leader.
to learn how to live.
But also a
You mean
boss.
20-35 or 30-35?
You heard me correctly. I'm gonna learn how to live up to 1,000, over 1,000
It's
years
like
old.
Futurama when President Nixon becomes the president again.
Yeah.
Because he's just the head.
head.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Literally
so
just
good.
a head. Yes.
Stop dreaming about Fry, Stephanie.
Oh, but he's so hot.
But when you're done with him, I'll take him.
Yeah, right? He's so
What?
hot.
He's cute.
Would
He's
you?
so
Okay.
hot. Okay.
Would you date? If Stephanie dated someone and had relations, would you also date that person?
Like afterwards?
Isn't that on a no-touch list?
Well, okay, so that's girl code. But if we explicitly talked about, okay, I'm over this person emotionally, physically, whatever it is, and you have found interest and interest has been reciprocated, yes, totally okay.
Listen, one of my biggest regrets from my junior high years was following girl code. When this guy and I got along so well for junior high, but because my friend he broke up with my friend because he wanted to date me, and I was over the moon about that, but I had to turn him down.
That's not girl code. Girl code is being over the acceptance of the relationship ending and being okay with somebody else going after that person.
Oh, so I should have said
that
yes.
no, she was breaking girl code by being like, "Well, I broke up with them, therefore nobody else."
No,
It's
no,
like,
she didn't say anything about it.
It also
She didn't.
depends on the relationship, right? Like you're in junior high. It's not like you had been with this person in your mid-20s for years, and it's a different
Freshly
scenario.
They did it
divorced.
for like 7 months in junior high, which is a long
That's
time.
actually
for
a long
junior
time
high.
in junior high,
Yeah.
actually.
Pretty long
That's
time.
like a
And they're like
mid-engagement.
the it couple of our school, but then I had art class with him, and I sat across from him, and we flirted the whole time. And it wasn't really me flirting; it was me like getting to know him as my friend's boyfriend, because like he sat at our table sometimes, so I got to know him. And I was like, "Oh, he's a cool guy," so we chatted a lot. And then he broke up with this girl, and he goes, "I broke up with her for you," and I was like, "I'm sorry,"
Oh my gosh.
and I felt horrible. I was
Can
trying
I
to be good
say?
friends.
Can I say how terrible that is? So unfair. Someone's done that to me before.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said something very similar to that. They're like, "Oh, I'm doing this for you," and it's like, "No, sweetheart, you make your decisions. You hold accountability and ownership to your decisions." Like this one guy in college, we always like missed each other. We just had bad timing. And I remember one day he was like, "I want to take you out to brunch." His girlfriend was gone. It was sort of weird. She didn't want him to talk to me. And he said to me, I still remember, we're sitting on a bench and he's like, "I think I need to break up with her. What do you think?" And I said, "Why the fuck are you talking to me
Yeah,
about
that's
this?"
not up to
That is
you.
wrong, because what you're doing is that you're displacing that decision onto someone else so
Yep.
you don't feel guilt. Well, fuck that.
Yeah.
Sorry, strong feelings
No,
about
this
that.
guy though was like, this guy
Ashley,
did it
30,
right.
35, accountability.
But especially
And
for junior
spanking.
high kids, though, he did it right, and he didn't even tell me. Like, he came to me like a week later, and he's like, "I just want to date you," and I was like, "Crap, I can't say yes because my friend just dated him, and I felt bad." So now he's a doctor.
Do you think she's still pining over him?
No,
'Cause
but
maybe
I'm
now's
pining
the
over my
chance.
poor decision in 8th grade.
Is he single?
I don't know. He has a weird
Should
relationship.
we reach out to him?
We should
He has
reach
a
out
weird
to him.
relationship with his younger sister that I always kind of questioned as we got older.
What does that mean?
Anyway, that's probably my biggest regret from junior high. Moving on.
Question
All right.
the third.
You guys ready for the third
3.
question?
That's me.
Yay! Ask your question, Ashley.
I shall. I must. We prevail.
Whoa.
It's
Also part of your slogan.
So I have sub slogans under my main slogan. Love
Yes.
it.
Your signs are like the size of a door in yards.
Yes.
It's like the Russian doll of slogans.
Oh my god.
I love that. I love that.
Yes.
I don't think you should have anything about Russia in your campaign.
Oh,
Oh.
fair point.
I mean, It's in every election, let's be real. So
That's true.
moving on.
Wah,
Okay, my question is question 3.
Question third.
If you could replace one part of your body with robotics, or like to be partially bionic, what body part would that be? Only one. That's it. Go.
Eyeballs.
Why?
Because I would love to like always have perfect vision and be able to like zoom in on things.
Mm.
That'd be kind of nice. So you could see far away. You could see it like infrared at night, maybe.
Ooh,
Like, I just want-
you have fancy eyeballs.
Fancy.
Oh, I mean,
girl.
yes. But I think also you could change color. Like you can like RGB your eyeballs then.
So you basically become an anime character.
So
That's what I envision.
I think that'd be fun though, because there's so much you could do with it. You could customize your eyes. You could have like cat eyes one day.
Would you want your eyes to be able to see heat? Like
That'd
you
be
could
nice
see
too.
like
Infrared,
yeah.
right?
Hmm.
Yeah, like night vision. There's so much you could do with this. You never need binoculars. You just be like, hold on, I can see that.
So basically what you're telling me is that you would be a peeping Tom to the extreme of what you currently are.
I just make it worse.
Yeah, way worse. She never leaves her apartment. She's just constantly scanning all
No,
the
but I
buildings.
think it'd be really cool too if like they could connect like to your phone, so you could take pictures with your eyes instead of having your phone out. So it'd be like Bluetooth connect that to your phone. So you're like, oh, this is a really cool thing to see. Or if you're in a meeting, you do want to take a picture or something, you just be like, got it, and then you could bank it back to your phone.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
It's great.
It's
I
also
mean,
a really scary idea in the hands of someone super evil.
but I also think this is like in our future.
Probably.
To have robotic eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, that does make sense. It's very hard to replace eyes, so to figure that out could be interesting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Steph,
Yeah.
what about you?
I think my answer is going to be trash.
Bad answer.
It's
Bad
not
answer.
Trash is a
answer.
body part.
I think it's because it's a collective group of muscles and things. I was going to go with my core
Oh,
Hmm.
because that helps with like physical heavy lifting and actual like mostly endurance, apart from the lungs of,
And that's where, like,
what
you
I've
kind of-
destroyed already.
That's where you get weak too as you age.
in your
Yeah,
core?
so I was gonna go with the core because
That's
I feel
smart.
like the most physical impact would be around that point.
You could also make your core, if it's robotic, a Kardashian waist, which is basically removing a rib.
or the
That's just a
Marilyn
Photoshopped.
Manson way,
Yeah.
What is that?
where there was. They say he removed a rib so he can go down on himself.
You don't have to-
What?
you
That's
don't have to remove-
excessive.
You don't have to do that to go down on yourself.
It's true, but
Don't look at me like that.
People have claimed that that's
Wink,
what
wink.
he's done. There's no evidence to support either argument.
What's that called? Self what? When you-
Self-help?
No, when you go. Never mind.
When you go down on yourself?
Yeah, there's a name for it.
How is that not
Isn't that
just
just masturbation?
Yeah, how is that not just masturbation?
No, there's a name for it. I don't know. Okay.
I mean, you clearly do know.
I don't know. I don't know. But I know there's a name for it because I've heard it before.
Of course you have.
I know.
Is this also next to your dragon dildo search?
I'm coming
Split
off
screen.
as so
Yeah.
dirty right now. Let's go on.
But yes, I'd go core because I feel like in the however many years I got, like let's use those muscles that I don't have to do what it needs to do.
Fair.
Like move houses, apparently.
So
I
how
don't
do you
know.
keep
What does your
extra-
core do
the
for
rest
you?
of your
It
body,
holds
like,
up the rest of
crushes?
your it holds up your body.
Yeah. No, it was either going to be core or like
I
my
thought you were gonna
neck.
say a strong pelvic floor.
If only.
Well, I mean, that's
No.
almost your core at that point.
Similar-ish.
I
not
just
the
need to do
same.
more Kegels.
But if you look at like
Doing
an
them now.
elder-
Doing them currently.
okay.
Kegel music
Okay.
cue.
Okay. So, anyway, what was I gonna say?
I don't know. Kegel
no
music
one knows.
cue.
Nope.
Ah.
No.
Ah.
No. Yep.
Okay, so I'll get into my answer.
I know where I was going. If you look at an elderly person like stand up out of a chair, they have to push really hard with their legs and their arms to get up because they have no more core strength. So I think that'd be a great idea is to like build that.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Pun intended. I don't even
Was
know.
there a
anymore.
pun? I'm not
Usually
sure if there-
just nailed it and just being strong and whatever.
All right.
Okay.
We'll just go with it with
Okay,
the
okay,
rest of the
okay.
cadence of this
Smart.
podcast episode.
Noise.
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 Nice.
Cool. So
Ashley.
mine would be my knees because they're shot to hell.
Oh,
Because I played too many sports and they're gonna be messed up when
that's
I'm
right,
old.
Gramps.
So yeah, I think also if I could, I mean, I know I'm changing my question slightly, but I would replace my legs completely.
Okay.
Like have bionic legs. Can you imagine? You could run forever. You could jump
But
like
are
crazy.
your replacement legs attached to your cardiovascular system? Do you still feel like tired after a certain
Well,
amount of
according
time?
to my scientific research, no.
Here's
Much
the
like
thing.
my core strength will never diminish.
Here's the thing. I can imagine like you jumping really high with these legs, but
But
you still have to land. So
I thought you were talking about like that guy at the car
Oh my
car wash.
God.
What's it called?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
You know,
those
inflatable
wavy
flappy-
air
the flat-
tubey guy.
I envisioned the top
Inflatable
half.
air-
Yeah, the inflatable guy. I envisioned the top half of my body going, "Ah!" and my legs are just jumping. I'm like, Patricia!
and you land on your arm because you can't figure out how to get your legs back
Exactly.
down.
I'm like, well, lost an arm, but I still got my 2 legs.
Your body's like hunching over, but your legs are still taking you home.
Exactly. I'm like literally exorcist half my
Please,
body. I'm like,
Please stop.
But that's really
Everything
nice, though,
hurts.
like a self-driving car, but you self-driving or self-walking legs. She should just be like, I'm drunk at this bar,
full
just
of
take me
broken
home.
yeah,
bones.
yeah. Except it's just dragging my body, and the legs are like me.
Your hair's getting stuck in the
Please
concrete.
redirect to hospital.
Can you imagine? I'm sorry, I was just thinking about a robotic neck, and you could exorcist your head
Oh,
around
that'd be the
and
only
have
reason I want
every conversation you could be involved in. Literally 360
Full
conversation.
exorcist.
Oh my gosh.
People are
Oh.
behind talking about you behind your back. You just turn your head around.
You did not nail
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Stephanie, you did not nail it. The robotic neck should
That
have
was
been your
my
answer.
second answer. But I know the more fruitful answer would have been the core. The funnier answer would have been the neck.
Can you imagine you're on the bus and someone's saying something rude and you just exorcist your neck around, but no one else has a robotic neck, so it's just you.
Everybody just screams running
Yeah.
off the bus and be like, I got this right to myself.
And the bus driver's like, Stephanie. And you're like, Tammy, come on. Come on,
You know
Tammy.
what?
Tammy, you know I love to do it for the kids.
The podcast.
Because now you're like an 85-year-old woman living in New York, right?
Clearly. Clearly.
That's a great question.
Oh, man.
I still stick with
ridiculous.
my eyes.
Your eyes. I think that's because it's a little pervy. I'm not going to lie. It's a little pervy.
I mean, that's because what you would do with them would be pervy.
No. I did not say I would be able to look, like, peek into other people's places.
See through people's skins.
No, let's not go back to that.
She's just like,
Oh, I see you're interested. Pun intended.
Oh my god! But I would be able to
Nailed
see.
it.
I would be able to see someone who has a boner from like a mile away. Okay.
on that note.
But how small is it that you can see from a mile away, but we couldn't see it up close?
Wait,
Well,
what?
What? What if I'm not I'm close to them? I'm like,
Oh, you see just people. Okay, through peeking through your windows. you
no,
can see
no.
boners.
But like, never mind.
All I
I'm
see
not a
are
peeping Tom.
boners. It's like the
That's all I can
Sixth
see.
Sense. Oh.
This new robotic eye. It's horrible.
Malfunctioning eye. Only
All I
see
see-
boners. Boners everywhere. Death of me.
We need a software update.
We
Anyway.
made some bug improvements.
Yeah. Yep.
That's literally the worst superpower. And still, Patricia, you love it.
I'm sorry if I like seeing boners.
You can die. You know,
I can breathe, I promise.
you just,
There's nothing that funny about superpower unless you see
Everything
boners.
funny about it.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, we're back
goodness.
and we've laughed it out. There's nothing wrong with seeing boners.
again, there's so many other superpowers I'd rather have than that one.
Other than Superman X-ray vision of seeing boners.
Can I?
Exactly.
Okay. Speaking
Very
of Superman,
specific.
this is way off the boner topic, but I had a thought this week that I want to bring up about Superman before we end the pod today.
Okay.
So Superman, he has like super speed as well as like just ability to do things well. he had to be the most
Kryptonite.
patient person or patient alien, whatever, patient being in the world, because if he can do things really fast, could you imagine like sitting and waiting for your phone to turn on or your computer to like go to a website or like for someone to respond to you sometimes?
And you mean what you do in the interim
Because
while waiting?
your body and mind can go so much faster than everyone else's. You have to be the most patient being in the world.
Oh, patient being, yeah.
Because you'd be like, oh my god, it's been half a second, respond already. You know, like you'd have to gain a lot of patience to be able to be happy as that person.
That or you fill your time to do other stuff in like lightning speed while everyone's doing everything in slow motion.
How fast can he masturbate?
In a flashlight?
Sorry.
In a flash.
In a flash.
In a flash.
Oh.
In a flashlight's a
Oh
real
my
thing.
gosh, I learned so many things that I
Need to
didn't-
buy for Christmas.
that I didn't love seeing. They showed it to me.
We did.
It's too much.
We took a break real quick and we showed Ashley what
It
a
is
flashlight
too
was.
much. It
I
is
showed the girls what the dragon dildos.
There
look
was a
like.
tail.
I
There was a
don't
tail.
fully
What?
understand it.
I mean, apparently it's still doing business because it's still around.
To be fair, I don't need to understand it. To each their own.
The
And
fleshlight.
God bless you.
The fleshlight grosses me out, man. Just from a sanitation perspective, just be nice and meet someone nice. Just or do it
Or
unto
put
yourself.
it in a dishwasher. It
Yeah.
can go in a dishwasher.
I don't want that shit being washed with my dishes.
Anyway,
Yes.
that's a great note to end the episode on today.
This is not what I expected recording before Valentine's Day.
It's everything I hoped it would be.
Oh my god.
I'm really surprised the rabbit holes, or rather any hole that we went down during this episode.
Yes. I would
Fixed
also like to
female
prove...
point of view VR porn.
Oh boy. I would also like to prove that last week I drank bourbon, and me on bourbon is a mess, but me on just wine and moonshine, it was a good
I'm
time.
not gonna lie, you and Bourbon you went to a different
I
place,
went
and
to
I was not
things
there with
I
you.
couldn't even explain half the things. I was telling Ashley before we started.
I think that was understood in our reaction.
I know, seriously. The coyote and the badger, the whole point was if things were see-through, that you wouldn't be able to understand if things were fight or flight versus just being scared because of a food chain. It
not
was a
making
whole
it
thing.
better.
I never got there. I never got to the point.
And on that note, we wrap up this episode.
Yeah.
Full of dreams, wishes, and regrets.
And
Boner.
Stephanie's corner, apparently.
Boner.
Yeah.
Always.
Boner. We'll see you guys next week. It's been great chatting with you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thanks for listening on this romantic episode before V-Day.
Insert
Or
yourself
after.
a
fleshlight.
Let's close out this episode with some romantic music instead of our show song. We're cutting that part. Bye.